Joining the conversation right now is Abubakar Ibrahim. He is a fellow within the Kashim Ibrahim Institute. Thank you so much for your time. It's great to have you. Let's get into the conversation around the former governor, Nasir El-Rufai. I mean, looking at what is happening with him right now, given the fact that, of course, we know that the DSS has filed cybercrime charges, and there's also, an investigation into his time in office. Let's talk about the proximity of all of this, and there's some reaction as regards the process of these charges being filed. How do you react?
Earlier, I want you to remember that the recent development of the EFCC's invitation is not a new issue. It started in 2024 when the Kaduna State House of Assembly filed a report accusing His Excellency of diverting over 423 billion naira. So I can recall very well that time at least three developments occurred. Number one, they failed to release that report for over a month, even though there were a lot of public discussion and media debates on it. And it was the former commissioners of His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai who now gathered and sat together. They responded to that report and urged the government to take legal action if it has anything to prove against the former governor. So they failed to do so. It was the former governor himself who initiated legal action against the government for maybe damaging his reputation. So the EFCC and ICPC are acting on that report now. And for me, I believe that if the governor have anything to hide, or if he is guilty of any crime, he will not have the courage even to take the matter to court right before these federal agencies. All right. And don't forget that he made it very known to the public when he was outside the country that the AFCC is about to arrest him. Yet he came back to the country. So for him to have that courage to come back to the country, knowing that he will be arrested, I believe that that confidence shows that he is not afraid, or he's not in fear of any investigation, because these institutions, they have constitutional mandate to investigate anybody. But we should not forget that every Nigerian, including public officials, also they have this right of presumption until proven guilty by a competent court of law. So he is innocent until proven guilty. Right. And I believe if due process are followed, he is going to emerge victorious and free from any charges.
You're pretty confident, for the former governor. Let me bring in Luka Binniyat, into the conversation. Luka, your reaction to this, particularly given what some Nigerians have described as, a very controversial political history of this former governor.
Yes, you see, there is one thing about His Excellency. I believe that the word controversial is too ambiguous, because what you mean by controversial is there's nothing wrong to disagree with the government or anybody.
Well, so I believe maybe to just put some, spotlight to it. The fact that is this same person who supported the current administration to get to power. It was pretty much vocal during the campaigns and all of that. And right now, it seems to be a political turncoat. And some say maybe because it did not bag, a position within the current administration. I mean, for people with this kind of mindset or opinion, how do you react?
No, you don't forget, Nasir El-Rufai has publicly said that he is Buharist with no apology. But don't forget, when Buhari crossed the line, he took the federal government to court. So we need politicians who have courage to remain on the side of the truth, irrespective of who is wrong. We have people today who don't have the courage to challenge federal government or their political leaders when they do something wrong, because most of them are not clean and they don't have the track records and the professionalism and integrity to even disagree with the government or anybody. So they always follow the trend.
Maybe I should just put this to you directly. Is it doing all of this in the interest of Nigerians or for his own personal political gain?
In the interest of Nigerians, of course.
Really?
A lot of people think that just because he was not appointed minister, but let's just discuss this issue. We all know that Nasir El-Rufai has never failed Nigerians or anybody. Whenever any responsibility is assigned to him. Do you think the situation will have been the same if he is the Minister of Power now? Before we started this interview, I think 10 minutes, we had power outage. So he had the courage to confront the problem. And don't forget that the president went to Kaduna State on live TV and begged him to work with him. So I don't think it's personal, but a lot of Nigerians are handling these issues on personal ground and emotions. And that's why even even institutions like the EFCC and ICPC, for me as a concerned Nigerian, I'm urging them to forget about the emotions out there.
All right, we'll definitely come back to the conversation. Please hold on. We'll definitely come back to the conversation. I assure you, we need to go on a quick break. When we return, the show continues. Stay with us, we'll be right back. You're still watching Politics HQ. I believe we have connection right now with Luka Binniyat. Luka, if you can hear me in 30 seconds before we wrap up the program, I'd like your reaction to the issues surrounding the former governor and some of the things that have been said.
Come here and just give me 30 seconds to round up. You put this program for 8 o'clock. Thousands of people were waiting to listen to me speak on this.
We, of course, wanted to extend the conversation, but we've been having difficulty connecting with you, and we're about to wrap up, that's why. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, gentlemen. This, of course, is where we drop the curtains. Many thanks to you for coming on the program today. Abubakar Ibrahim is a fellow within the Kashim Ibrahim Institute, and also Luka Binniyat, a journalist. We'll have you again, Luka. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time.